Hey everybody, this is Robbie, and stream is late because I had to sort some stuff out. But alright, it is time to play through. Yep, Doki Doki Lich Club Forlorn Heart Chapter 2, Part 1 of that. Hello. Ooh. Definitely getting a spooky vibe from this. Yep, so this is chapter 2. I did this creepy music edit. Oh, it's a good edit! You know, fits the, fitting because, streaming this in October. Halloween! Ooh! Trouble to the left, danger to the right. I feel them all around. The original already sounded kind of spooky, so I just made it worse. Again, good job with that. I can't let them stop me. Oh! Why, hello there, players. I'm guessing you were singing, humming to a song. You startled me. Again. When the moon rises in the sky, a night full of drama, passion, and the bizarre often waits for you. Good evening, and welcome to the show. I'm the Mistress of Forlorn, Akane Kotobuki, also known as the Black Rose. She was, although that didn't pan out correctly. I guess something to fix in an update if you do an update to this. I'm here on behalf of the gentlemen of Team Trader since they aren't able to greet you themselves. I'll be your guide for the night ahead of us of twists, turns, and love. So players, welcome back to Forlorn Heart. I'm so glad you've decided to rejoin us. I mean, the first chapter was already so great, so... When we last left off, we met a young man who was trying to confess his love to the apple of his eye. Not sure if we will, since no one really seems interested. Only for her to reject him in as many ways possible in his head. Again, I don't really like that perception. Like, oh, see... Yeah. Again, it's their loss, as they're missing out on a really good mod. So... As it turned out, he was trapped in some dream world created from denial and the fear he had of rejection. This was because he ended up in the hospital after a terrible accident left him in a coma. The only things keeping him tethered to this world were his hopes to be with her, and Akane's wish. Especially considering how close we are to Darlene's birthday. I'm guessing that was a recent comment then. Amy, one of his classmates, revealed it was the evil Tarankos who wanted to reclaim his soul. Oh, that was a while back. Oh. Okay. It was then that Articus, the brother of the wicked Tarankos, stepped forward with his own plan to help the star-crossed lovers triumph over this evil spell. Going back to the question I asked before, players, do you believe in love? I mean, my answer is still yes. Tarankos seemed to underestimate the power of love before. Now that his sister Zaretha has stepped onto the field, can Akane and Robbie truly break free? That's what we aim to find out. Anyway, why don't we get on with the show? I bet you're all just dying to see what's in store for you all. I'll catch you later, my forlorn hearts. Oh, okay. My name is Akane Kotobuki, Scorpio, high school student. Time for another day of high school. Yay! It kind of took me a while to get going this morning. For some reason I had this weird dream last night we used for Akane's birthday mod. Okay. involved me sitting there in my homeroom class when the guy I have a crush on confesses to liking me. But instead of accepting his feelings, I just reject him instead. Why, though? My heart would pound out of my chest if that really happened. Too bad I don't know what dreams mean. What I wouldn't give to have him actually walk up to me and tell me he likes me the way I like him. Yeah, hopefully that could still happen. He just needs to wake up from the coma first. I go over to my mirror one last time for a final look over. Hey, it's you. You look good. Alright, I'd better head downstairs. Good to start the day with positive self-talk. Anyways, lady? Are you here? Hello? Most kids call their parents mom or dad or something like that. Well, my relationship with my own mother isn't like most kids out there. I don't see her as my mom, so I just call her lady instead. It doesn't seem to bother her, but I wouldn't care even if it did. Huh. Must be sleeping off another hangover with whoever she's dating this time. Better for me. It's more peaceful this way. Dad says I act more mature than she does, and I'm barely half her age. I only live with her since my dad does a lot of traveling for his job. He was worried his job wouldn't allow him to look after me, so I ended up living here until I finished school. Oh, this is the song we picked when we won second place. Oh, this one? Oh, that's cool. Not that I'm better off here or anything, but he told me he'd have peace of mind this way. I guess it could specifically meant to be Akane's main character theme. Oh, it's good that it could function as that, like, properly now. Oh, that's cool. As much as I hated it, I agreed. If things were different, though, I'd move out of here and live with him in a heartbeat. Breakfast isn't anything special. Just some cereal and a banana in the morning, that's all. As I'm eating, my mind wanders to thoughts of school. I'm sort of not exactly looking forward to it much. Not so much because of the actual work and learning, but more so because I have to deal with them. I don't even know why I'm number 1 on their list of targets. Just a little bit longer and you can graduate. You could do this. I'm still having trouble getting that dream out of my mind. I know it sounds ridiculous, but considering how nervous I've been about asking him out, maybe that's why? Could be. It could be. You know, I had a recent experience with, like, you know, feeling very anxious and just having having the common dream of teeth falling out, which is associated with anxious feelings. Okay, that had nothing to do with anything. I'm saying that. Aside from dreams are connected to feelings, I guess. Yeah, I'm sorry. I wondered if I'd be a good girlfriend to him and if he'll even like me. I don't even know. At one point in the dream, I told him he'd be happier with someone else and to just forget about me before running from him. Could this be what that Cascada song meant about running away from love? I never thought of it that way. Yep. I step outside, lock the door behind me, and go on my way to school. Other students are making their daily commute as I look around me. No sign of those two anywhere. I don't know where either of them live, but I want to be careful that I don't run into... Hey, Akane! Yeah! I mean, hey, Monica! You doing okay there? So, FYI, I mean, I kind of figured I don't know where I was going with the teeth dream thing, just, I guess, kind of venting. You'd be surprised some people don't seem to get it. I mean, I guess that could also be because of, like, you know, the length of time between chapters 1 and 2 releasing. It's also kind of weird, where it's like, oh, I guess that it's weird that some people would, like, look at, like, a sequel to something and be like, oh boy, this is coming out, I'm just not gonna watch the other films to, like, catch myself up and refresh my brain, beforehand, type deal. And yeah, I agree, that isn't your fault, it's just the way the person, like, chose to experience this. Yeah, I'm fine, totally fine. What's that look for? You're lucky Kononoha isn't here, otherwise she'd call you out for being an open book. Oh god, am I that obvious? I'm just saying, Akane. I mean, if you don't feel ready, I'm not gonna force anything out of you. Still though, remember we're here for you. Whatever the case, you could talk to me or any of us about anything. Yeah, I know, thank you. So what's got you feeling this way? Is it your mom again? No. I know it sounds mean, but I couldn't care less about her. No, it's understandable. Alright, if it's not your mom, then... Monika gets a sly look in her eyes as she gives me a mischievous grin. Are you thinking about him again? Hey! I feel my face get warm as I turn away from her. She gives me a laugh as she puts a hand on my shoulder. I'm just teasing you, that's all. Monika, you know what that does to me? But, well, I mean, I know who she's talking about, of course. She doesn't even have to say his name. Robbie's been on my mind ever since I met him at the start of the school year. I don't know what possessed me to do it, but when I saw him alone reading a manga I liked, I just went up to him. Sure, it was awkward at first, but then we started talking about it. I'd say we really hit it off. I know, I'm sorry about that. I was hoping I could lighten the mood, but I guess I overdid it, huh? I only started going to this school after my parents got divorced and my mom chose to relocate us to her hometown. I actually did write that scene about how they met. Oh, cool. Oh, guess maybe I might, like, see that in either this chapter or the next one. Probably. I felt so out of place here when I first started, but I was lucky when I met Monika and Kononoha. I couldn't join either of their clubs thanks to my part-time job, but I'd often just pass by to scope things out. I mean, if you are thinking about you-know-who, but I'm sure you know what you've got to do, right? Next chapter, this mod kind of went on long enough anyway. Hey, yeah, alrighty then. It might not feel like it, but time really flies by and you never realize it until it's too late. Kononoha is the president of the music club, while Monika leads the literature club. The music club seems very fun, and all 5 of the girls seem very spirited, but it's just not for me. I wonder if there could ever, like, one day be a mod that focuses on, you know, the music club specifically. That'd be fun. You know, type deal. Anyway, the script was so long, it's one of the reasons why I made part into a trilogy. Ah, okay. And even though I'm a huge fan of music, I think the literature club would have been more my speed. I'm not proud of my days as a fanfic and writer on BT Power, but hey, I think it'd still be fun. Told me that'd be a stupid idea. Yeah, hence the used to be with. You know, with the big emphasis on used to be. Past tense. Okay, so there's that. Other 3 girls to be made, so there's that. I think it'd be a fun idea, you know? I mean, you know, Doki Doki Music Club, you know? I was looking up BT Power to see if it was, like, real or not. Like, you know, yep, BT Power is a spoof of BZ Power. Oh, okay. Akane, you okay? I wouldn't dare show anybody those cringy old fanfics, but at least I could connect with people that like reading and writing. Not to mention, that's where I get to see him. Akane, hello? What am I even talking about? It was easy to talk to him back then when we first met, so why am I having a hard time now? It doesn't make sense. Love often doesn't. You know we'll be graduating this year, right? Huh? Were you listening to me? Oh, sorry, I guess I spaced out a little back there. I'm just saying, because soon we'll be ready to graduate and you haven't made a move on him yet. So no one will ever know. Oh. After that, there's no telling if you'll get to see him again, Akane. I know. It's just, why do relationships have to be so hard? Yeah, hard to get started, hard to keep. Tell me about it. At least you technically have more free time than I do. Oh, the forums got wiped back in 2011, 2014. Oh, okay. Even with my part-time job? At least that doesn't eat away at whatever free time you've got, like all my extracurricular stuff does. Oh, right. Yeah, I don't think I'd even be able to dedicate myself to a relationship properly. Going back to you for a moment, though, I'm not trying to pressure you, but if you want to ask him out, you can't let the opportunity pass you by. This forum's had a lot of issues with the servers, forums going down, being attacked. Guess it wasn't a professionally run forum then if it had that many issues. I mean, I guess that and the combination of it being the older internet. You know, early 2010s internet was less secure than it is now. Maybe, I don't know. I didn't really use the internet. Back then, yeah. It's more professional than some of the other Bionicle sites still going today. Okay. Mask of Power is still around, but it feels janky. Huh. I might have to check that out myself to really, like, get the experience. Yeah, but how do I even know he's gonna go for me? Would he even like me? Monica looks like she wants to say something, but she suddenly pauses and stops herself. You'll never know unless you try. After all, it's better to take that chance than not and spend the rest of your life wishing you did, right? I know you're right, Monica. I just don't know why I can't go through with it. Are you sure you don't want me to at least put in a good word for you? I do get to see him every club meeting after all. I could tell him that you just want to talk to him in private for a moment and it's really important. That way you're not so nervous and it's just between the both of you. No, I can't be relying on you or anyone else to come to my rescue all the time. Thank you though, Monica. This is something I feel like I need to do myself. A Mask of Destiny. Oh, okay. If I can't even go confess to a guy I like, then I'm never gonna get better at taking risks, aren't I? Well, you've got me there. I just feel like you're overthinking it, Akane. I can tell you right now that Robbie isn't the kind of guy who'd want to hurt your feelings. Unlike a lot of the guys in our school, he's very kind, considerate, and down to earth. Yeah, he sure is. Don't space out on me just yet, Akane. What? No, Oh. The point I'm trying to make here is that he's not gonna make you feel bad. Robbie's a really great guy who's willing to listen to you and consider your feelings. Not gonna lie, but it almost sounds like you want to date him. Yeah, that is... Yeah, agreed. Also, haven't seen this expression on Monica before. Probably like a custom one. Or a more recent custom one. What? Come on, Akane. You know I don't see him that way. Besides, a part of me feels like you two would be perfect together. And as an advocate of love, I'd never want to interfere with your chances of being with him. I know you're freaking out about it now, but it's not going to be as bad as you think. Just think of it like when you usually talk to him. But I'm either with you or someone else when I talk to him. When I'm not, I just freeze and my mind blanks. That's what makes it so awkward. I'm just afraid I'm going to say the wrong thing and he won't want to talk to awkward Akane ever again. Wouldn't be the first time. Come on, Akane, don't say that. Give yourself some credit. If you go in there with that sort of mindset, then you're more likely to trip over yourself. I mean, or just either that or essentially just go, never mind, and then nothing happens anyway, so... if only I could just get out of that mindset. Honestly, I wish I knew what to tell you there. I have a lot of tips on public speaking I could share if you'd like. Even if it's not in front of a ton of people, it might as well be. Alright, I'll think about it. Oh, what the hell? Oh, so this is the accident. Yep. Well, there's a short pause as we hear an ambulance up ahead. We take a few steps back as it speeds right past us. I don't think I've seen an ambulance out this early before. Something must have just happened. Yup. Yep. For some reason, I find myself staring at the ambulance for a while. Something just doesn't feel right to me. Akane? Huh? You okay there? You were sort of spacing out again. Yeah, I'm alright now. For right now, you're not gonna be when you find out who's in that ambulance. Or where the ambulance is heading towards. For some reason, that ambulance just caught me off guard. I mean, considering how we don't really ever see them out over here this early, it caught me off guard too. Well, maybe, but never mind. I don't know how to explain what I was feeling to her without sounding crazy. For some reason, that ambulance was giving me some bad vibes. I don't know why, though. It's not like it has anything to do with me, right? The rest of our walk continued with nothing else of relative importance happening whatsoever. Once we're past the school gates, Monica and I said our goodbyes and we go over to our lockers. You can do this, Akane. As I open up my locker, an envelope falls out and flutters to the ground. The heck? What's this? I picked it up, held it to my chest, and turned around to face my locker. I already have 2 girls that spend their free time bullying me, so I don't need anyone else getting any funny ideas either. And it pretty much quotes me in some of the things I say on my channel a lot. Oh, okay. Guess that'll be interesting to, like, find as these happen. Or learn about. I look in my locker and notice a second envelope. What is this, some kind of joke? Oh, shit, it's the Oh. I don't think I've ever really voiced the characters. Like, I think this is the first time Momoko's, like, showed up in a mod. I need to give them... Valley Girl? Probably, you know. What? When did you... Oh, this is her design. Looks good. Also, liking this theme. So, okay, so... Momoko's Valley Girl, Destiny's cool and sultry. Gotcha. I got voice templates in my head now. What? When did you... Clutching the letter, my heart practically stops as I turn around. Momoko Takahama. Of course it's her. I mean, who'd really pay attention to you when you're so, you know, homely? The fuck is that supposed to mean? Come on, Momo P, lighten up a little. Momo P? Okay. Well, fuck my life. Homely equals unattractive. Oh. Guess that'd be a word of the stream. I mean, I guess I could look it up for a more detailed definition. I.e. Or that... Okay, that's literally just the same thing you said, so... Oh, fuck my life. Destiny Tenjoin is here to bless me with her presence as well. Why am I not surprised, though? Those two are almost always together whenever I see them. Childhood friends. So they still sort of use the nicknames they gave each other. Well, I would very much like to see the origins of Momo P, then. You know, I would just... Besides, it's not her fault she's such a nerdy little dweeb. Do you have any idea how hard it must be for her to even make friends? I mean, with all the self-esteem issues that you're with all the self-esteem issues that you seem to have given her, yeah, it probably is hard. Hard at that point. Aha! Burn! Ha! I roll my eyes at them as I'm about to turn back around. Momoko stops me as she leans up against the locker next to mine. Yeah, I hate to break it to you, but let's face it. You're not very pretty and you're not very bright. About all you have going for you is what you've got going on in the right places, you know? Jesus Christ. Aside from that brainless idiot Joichiro, I doubt any of the guys here know you're alive. be. I haven't thought of anything. It's just a reference to the anime Wedding Peach and the name the Mumiko that anime had. Ah, okay. Wedding Peach. Might have to add that to like my watch list. Is it a good anime or no? I mean, of course we all. I thought so at least. Okay. Probably look it up for more details after the stream. It's referenced a bit in our mods. Of course, we all know that man whore will hit on any living female with a pulse. Okay by me. Aw, did I hit a nerve back there? Well, I guess if that's the case, then your mission's accomplished. Too bad, so sad. Come on, Desi, let's get out of here. I can already feel those loser genes rubbing off on me. Momoko said something to the effect of the only reason because you've got a rack like that. Oh. Ah, so it's based on... Oh no, we can't have that now, can we? After all, we need to look our best for volleyball practice later. Well, it's been fun shooting the breeze with you, little twerpette, but we've got to get going. Don't stress out over that letter too much. Please, be busy stressing out over all the things we've said about you. That makes it feel good, I guess. I don't know. Stress leads to age lines, right? It's probably Joichiro getting desperate again. Maybe if you're lucky, he'll set his standards low enough to make you his new girlfriend. Or unlucky, considering, you know, everything we know about Joichiro. You see the face? Oh. Haha, you know? Oh, come on, Momo P. Don't get our hopes up like that. They walk away laughing to themselves as I turn back and face my open locker. Yes, stress leads to age lines. Well, again, with all the stress that you cause, Akane, you're not helping with that. Then again, you probably wouldn't care either way. They're always like this to me. Compared to how they usually are, though, this is pretty tame. Whatever. They're just full of themselves, that's all. It's nothing to get worked up about. Even though I've had to put up with them for almost a whole year now. Ever since I transferred to Nagahana High School, actually. This is my final year in high school, though. I'll be so close to graduating. I won't have to see or hear from Bitch 1 and Bitch 2 ever again after that. I mean, unless you get unlucky enough to the point where if you get a job, they're your coworkers, but let's cross our fingers and hope that doesn't happen. Of course, though, that also means I might not get to see Slam. Ah, speak of this devil. Talk to me, Akane. You've been blowing me off a lot lately. Gee, I wonder why. Come on, don't be that way. After all, I'm just another link in that daisy chain of yours. Holy shit. Joichiro, how long did it take you to come up with that one? You must have been up all night knowing you. Ouch, that hurt. Besides, I didn't even wear a daisy chain around my neck. I got the necklace my dad got me, but he doesn't have to know about that. I swear, though, he won't take a hint. Joichiro just swaggered over and slammed his arm up against the wall to block me off. Yet another idiot to deal with. Luckily, he's got the IQ of a peanut, so I can handle him pretty easily. I sidestep him and continue walking. To the surprise of absolutely nobody, he rushes back over to me. Oh, there's the surprise of absolutely nobody thing. So, Akane. So, Joichiro. I just wanted to put you on notice that I noticed you noticing me. What? So I just thought I'd put you on notice that I noticed you too. What, you got a quota for how many times you're gotta say the word notice? Duly noted and ignored. Come on, you don't even know what I'm gonna say. That's the way he is. Yeah? Actually, yeah, I do know. It'll be the same stupid pickup lines followed by some lame attempt at asking me out. However, I decide to just humor him, turning back around to face him and see where this goes. I guess to have a laugh about later, depending on how bad the pickup line is. Alright, and say something. I was just thinking about this nice place that sells coffee around here that opened up recently. Why don't you and I get together and spend some time to get to know each other a little more? Translation, listen to him go on and on about how great he is and why I should be his new arm candy. Yeah, no thanks. How nice of you to ask, Joichiro. Thanks for the offer, but I'd rather jam 2 big ice picks in both of my ears. I turn on my heel and continue walking to class. Honestly, you'd think by now he'd get the picture that I'm not interested in him. As I'm about to pass by, I'm once again blocked off by Joichiro's arm. Oh, come on! What is it now, Joichiro? Well, he looks pissed, so... Not enough time for this. I'm trying to get to class here. Come on, what's your problem? Problem? I don't have a problem. Ever consider that you might be the one with a problem? Why won't you go out with me? Ugh. How many times do we have to go through this? I'm not interested. End of story. Well, why not? Almost any girl at this school would love to be my girl. Yeah, you keep living in that delusion, buddy. I mean, please don't, actually, as it would make those girls' lives very much easier if you just stop trying to ask them out. Right. What about Monica? Well, she's too smart to fall for your lame pickup lines? I figured. Did you try asking Konoha? I tried, but then she called you out for being a notorious flirt. I bet. Or what about Destiny and Momoko? Hey, you know that they're bitches to everyone except each other. As I move his arm out of the way, he gives me a pleading look. She's got a grip already. What is it then? Come on, it's not like you're seeing anyone right now. So why don't you... There's somebody else! I think I surprised the both of us with that. I don't know why I even blurted that out. I think a few other students look around at us. Great, just what I wanted. An audience. There's somebody else I'm interested in. Now buzz off already, you're gonna make me late. I turn around and keep moving forward, not even paying attention to some of the side glances I'm getting. I could hear Joichiro angrily punch the wall from behind me as I continue into my first class. Come on, I just want this to be a calm, regular day. Is that too much to ask for? The universe seems to think so. Finally, I made it without anything else getting in the way. I'll worry about that random envelope I found in my locker later. Better not make a hole this time. Yeah, you better not. Right now, I just need to... Wait, why are there people crowded around my desk? Uh-oh. Shadow Time Rewind reference. I end up having to push my way through to see what's going on. Not sorry, I didn't mean to touch it, I swear. Hello? It's a cool design. I mean, I guess we'll be seeing more of Mizumi later from the fact that she has, like, a character sprite. Huh? What are you... There, smack dab on my desk is a small box from the Cordy Corner Bakery, accompanied by a sealed envelope. What the... Alright, settle down, all of you. There's nothing to see here, so go back to your lives now. Mizuki was almost the main love interest for Forlorn Hearts. Oh, really? I'm Mizuki. Well, after we had Akane made, those plans were ditched. Oh, okay. Oh, hello. Yeah, if you're just gonna post stuff like that, one Christian, then yeah, I've dealt with. Anyway, so you might say that the fact Mizuki is at Kane's desk is it's a bit of a fun, nod. So that's cool. Anyway, there's nothing to see here, so go back to your lives now. Konoha asserts herself to the center of everything, shooing people away. A few of them grumble to themselves as they hastily go back over to their own desks. Thanks, Kodo. Not a problem, Akane. Although I have to say, this isn't your average everyday occurrence, is it? Yeah, no kidding. It's not my birthday or any special holiday as far as I know. Maybe it's the hopeless romantic in me, but does anyone need an excuse to give someone a gift? Huh? Where did that come from? Oh, nothing. Pay me no mind. Huh? Where did that come from? As Koto goes over to her desk, I take a seat and look over the envelope. It's already weird that I got one in my locker, but another one? What's the deal here? I take the letter from my desk and look over the envelope. From A. Someone must really not want me to know their name. Really though, A? The only other person in our class I know whose name starts with A would be Amy, but I somehow doubt she'd be confessing to me. Even if she was, I don't see her that way. I shakily open the letter and notice the handwriting doesn't belong to anyone I know. She got 2 letters in her locker, but it seems I forgot about the other one, so oops. I mean, again, this is a trilogy, so maybe that second letter could come into play in, like, the 3rd chapter, you know? Like, I mean, I guess that depends, and I'm only, like, 30 minutes into this, so... I mean, it's a kind of suggestion that... Okay, so... Nope, it's because I didn't know I was going to handle the letters from MC and our mystery guy. It was a leftover from the original draft. Oh, okay. I pray that this letter and package finds you well. My apologies, but at present I cannot reveal who I am. So this is probably Articus, then. For now I can tell you that I am a friend, and I mean you no harm. I am writing to you on behalf of young Sakamoto. He has had eyes for you for the longest time and wanted to do something special for you. This letter is the reason the director's cut exists. Okay. Eager to express his earnest feelings to you, he bought a cake he knew you would love as a gift. Tragedy fell upon him, however, as he made his way to the school. He was taken to the hospital and is currently in a coma after being struck by an oncoming vehicle. But we couldn't do that. Oh, okay. I was asked to do this as a favor to him by your classmate Amy. I've written this letter and presented to you an exact copy of the cake he so desperately wanted to give to you. He left a letter as well, further expressing his feelings prior to the previous day's end. He intended for you to read the letter before he presented you with his gift. I'm sorry to be the one to tell you of this news. Your teachers will be made aware of this soon and break the news to the rest of your classmates. Sakamoto is not gone from this earth, but he is fighting for his life right now. Stay strong and have faith. A shadow named Zaretha threatens to turn you to despair, but do not let her. As Sakamoto asked of me, I will watch over you, but there's only so much I can do. Remember that you are not alone in this fight. Trust in your companions, embrace your dreams, and do not let the spark of hope in your heart go out. Sakamoto and I will be with you. Sincerely, A. Alright, so we had to go back and do... Okay, so we're doing that. I decided to add some more story. So I would have said players fight... Yeah, so players fighting for his life. But now it says Sakamoto, so... Alright. I feel a pit in my stomach. This has to be a joke, right? Everything written here has to be some kind of joke. Pretty weird, pretty cruel joke if that's the case. I mean, it isn't a joke, but, So I had to give him a last name. Why would someone write this? Unless they really wanted to screw around with me. Trying to tell me the guy I like is in the hospital. The nerve of them. I want to crumple this thing up and toss it away. And yet a part of me feels I shouldn't. I go for the other letter and hastily open it. Hey, Akane, I just wanted to know that I really like you. Please, would you consider going out with me? To show you that I'm serious, I want to get you a cake from the bakery you like so much. The devil's chocolate cake, because I know it's your favorite. I'll give this to you before class starts, okay? I'm sorry if this is so sudden, but I wanted to ask you out for a long time. I hope I don't put you on the spot. I also hope I don't scare you away. I'll be waiting for your answer. Oh no. My voice drops to a whisper as I clutch the letter in my hands. Unless someone really went out of their way and did their homework, I don't think this is a prank. I look over to the cake box and open it. Sure enough, there it is. It's the chocolate cake I love eating from that bakery. He really did get this for me. But then where does this A guy come into the picture? There's quite a bit of lore with that. Wonder if you'll learn it someday. He says he got me a copy of the cake Robbie had with him? My mind is racing at 90 miles an hour when the teacher suddenly comes in. Good morning, students. Wait, this is the teacher from Welcome to the Literature Club player, right? I mean, I think so. The name is familiar. And I think I remember that from... There we go! Anyways, good morning, students. Alright, settle down, all of you. It's time to take roll. Some of the other students are whispering and stealing some glances at me. I look at the cake Robbie got for me, or A, or whoever it is saying Robbie got for me. A lot of elements from Welcome have been made canon to our mods. Ah! Oh, that's cool. So I guess another instance of essentially taking ideas from a mod and putting them into this anthology type deal. It's cool. Seriously, I don't like being the center of attention. Akane Kotobuki? Huh? Oh, I'm here! And of course the peanut gallery's eating this up, giggling to themselves as I put both of the letters away in my bag. The roll call continues and it seems as though everyone's here, except for two people, that is. Amy and Robbie are nowhere in sight. Please don't tell me that thing about Robbie being in the hospital's true. He's almost always on time. Please, Robbie, I just want this to be some stupid prank. As I try to hide the cake from everyone, there's a knock at the door. The teacher goes over and, oh goodness, someone just handed her some sort of written message. From that reaction alone, it isn't anything good. The class became silent once they saw the messenger leave the room. All eyes were on the teacher as she goes up to the front of the class. Miss Kursu? What was that? Class, I just received word that something's happened to one of the students. Robbie. There we go. Oh frick, I didn't read that. I was trying to adjust like Streamlabs settings. Anyways, class, I just received word that something's happened to one of our students, Robbie. He was hit by an oncoming bus on his way to school. Oh frick. The whole room is in shock at this revelation, all except for me. I feel myself shrink back into my chair. Robbie, no, the letter was right. What happened? I don't know. His mother called the front office this morning. According to her, he was rushed to the hospital after emergency services were called. Thankfully, he didn't die on impact, but they found him unresponsive. So he's in a coma, just like the letter said. I can't help but hold the cake closer to me as the reality starts to sink in. There's a lot of idle chatter going on after the teacher finishes talking and goes to her desk. Not much ever happens in this class anyway, but normally I try using the free time to get schoolwork done, but right now, none of that matters to me. The world melts away as I look at the cake box, holding onto it like it's gonna float away. Or, you know, worse, get stolen. Again, as Destiny, Momoko, and Joichiro have demonstrated, there are some shitty people in this school who probably wouldn't be above doing something like that. I'm jolted when I feel a hand on my shoulder. I look over to see... Koto? Himari? Hey, Akane. Are you okay? Well, am I okay? Am I okay? I'd be lying if I said I was. To them and to myself. I should be happy knowing he feels the same way I do about him, but how can I be? No, I'm not. I feel like I shouldn't even be here right now. This mod has the same amount of background music as Shattered Time Rewind. Okay. It's an interesting tidbit. Wait a minute. Why is it like... There we go. I don't know why the word of the stream thing was like that. Anyway, so like 40-ish tracks. That's cool. They exchange some worried glances before Kononara sees the cake I'm holding. It reuses a lot of previous mods, like this one from Tainted Love. Ah, okay. That cake. Is it wrong of me to assume this was meant to be something from Robbie? How did she... Well, she's not wrong. I nod sadly and look back down at it. He even went as far as to get my favorite cake for me. I don't deserve to have such a thoughtful guy like him in my life. He went that extra mile also he could confess to me. Kononoha crouches down next to me. What was that letter on your desk all about? I don't know if you believe me if I told you. Try me. I let out a sigh as I reach for my bag and take out both letters. I don't even know what's going on. It might be better if you read these for yourself. Very well. Kononoha begins reading the letter from A first, and she looks over the one from Robbie. Himari puts a hand on my shoulder as she gives me a worried look. When Koto finishes with the letter, she has this bewildered look on her face. See? What'd I tell you? You're right. And I'm not sure why he'd be reaching out to you directly. Wait, so you know this guy? Streamlad's been giving you trouble before? I mean, not really before, just a little bit like recently, like just today. Like I did a thing where it thawed me out a little, and then, I don't know, something happened, and I'm trying to get situated, so. Well, not quite. I have my suspicions, though. Well, who do you think it is? Someone we know? Now that, you probably wouldn't believe me if I told you. You sure about that? All things considered, this might require a bit of a long talk. I.e., there's a lot of lore here. A talk between you, me, and Yuri that I'm not exactly looking forward to. Well, alright. The one thing I can tell you, though, is if it is who I'm thinking of, then you can trust him. I've heard about him from my mom and grandmother. Even then, I'm just operating on what limited information I have about him. But you can trust him. He's nothing like his younger brother that my family grew up being afraid of, that's for sure. This is one of the few times she's even spoken about her family like this. Maybe that's why she wants to have Yuri weigh in on this as well. Okay, I just want to make sure this isn't some kind of prank. You read that letter. Everything he said in there about Robbie seems to be right. Meaning everything he said about a shadow trying to turn you to despair doesn't bode well. Yeah. Himari looks on, confused but sympathetic as she speaks. I mean, God, I wonder what her thought process is. You know, like, I don't know what I missed, but I'm just gonna be supportive. I probably missed something, though. Kononoha is kind of secretive about certain things regarding her family, so maybe she's as lost as I am. About the only thing we know is that Yuri and Kononoha are cousins. Still, Koto has always been trustworthy, and she'd never steer me wrong on purpose. After all, she was technically the first friend I ever made here. Of course, this means I need to discuss things with Yuri once I have the chance. I know this sounds very frustrating and confusing, but hopefully you'll understand in due time. Okay, I'm just a bundle of nerves right now. More than I usually am. I can just imagine. I'll see if I can talk to Monica and Yuri about this in between classes. I hope you understand. This is some really sensitive stuff we don't go sharing with just anyone. Mio kinda knows to an extent, but even so, I just ask that you keep an open mind about everything and try not to judge us too harshly. But both of you are like some of the nicest people I've ever met. Why would I judge you? Kononoha gives me a sad look as she gets up. If only everyone else thought the way you did about us. Before we could say anything else, or, you know, ponder what Kononoha might be going through. I mean, I guess Shattered Time Rewind kind of gives a little glimpse, but again, that's its own universe. Although then it... keep an open mind. Okay, let me see if I can speak to either of them right now. I'll be right back, okay? I nod as she heads out the door. There's at least 10 minutes between classes, so I'm not sure how much she could get done. She's gonna have to be fast, that's for sure. Himari puts a hand on my shoulder. He's gonna be fine, Akane. You can't go assuming the worst possible outcome right off the bat. Yeah, I know I need to work on that. There's still a lot of details we're missing anyway. Besides, it sounds like Kononoha knows something that might be helpful. In the time you've known her, she hasn't shared anything with you, has she? I let out a sigh as I release my grip on the cake box a little bit. You just need to have more faith, that's all. In yourself. In Robbie. Just in general. I know you're right, Himari. Monica pretty much told me something similar. It's just easier said than done. I'll be fine, Akane. You've always got me, Kononoha, Monica, and all her friends in the literature club as well. Thanks, Himari. There you go. I owe a lot to Kononoha. I never would have met Himari or Monica if it wasn't for her befriending me on my first day. Himari being a supportive friend. And yeah! And of course, once I met Monica, that was when I was introduced to the literature club. I'll be right back, okay? Yeah, sure. Once the next bell rings, I look around and see nearly everyone is back. That is, except for the person I've been anxiously waiting for. I look and see Himari is at her usual spot, but Koto seems to be MIA at the moment. I guess there probably would be I guess it's either a tough time finding Monica and Yuri, or a lot to talk about. Wonder where she is. As if on cue, she hurries right in and takes her seat. When I ride her, Mari is pretty much a support. Ah, okay. Feel like. So I guess. So wait, Himari's like. So is Himari like in the debate club? I wonder if this is like lore I missed or forgot. I don't know. I feel like I'm learning about this now. Oh, I mean, I guess that could be another like Chronicles mod if you want to make like something like that. You know, like 3 different stories. You know, one's in the literature club, one's in the music club, one's in the debate club. And it's like, you know, a look into how the 3 clubs operate, at least in the Perfect World Anthology. I did think of something for a Summer of Love story for her. Oh. Well, that'd be cool to see if the next, like, volume comes out, or when the next volume comes out. Of course, we need people to fill those spots. You mean like character sprites? Yeah, I guess there's like a couple like character sprite stuffs. I don't know, like we need Setsuna, Kiria, and Shizaki for the music club. All right, so that'd be 3 sprites for that. I have concept art for them, but not anything to work with. Ah. Okay. She holds up one finger as I look her way. Okay. I guess she spoke to one of them. For the rest of class, I'm not paying attention to the lesson, considering everything's swirling around in my mind right now. Akane? Huh? Oh, is class over? I'm surprised you didn't hear the bell. Anyway, well, I just wanted to follow up with you. I was able to talk to Monica earlier, but not Yuri. I'll see if I can find her during lunch. Did Monica say anything? Looks like the other teachers made similar announcements regarding what happened to Robbie. So Monica was made aware of what happened, as well as the rest of the school. What she didn't know about, however, was the cake Robbie was going to offer you. I filled her in on those little details as much as I could. Oh, so if she knows, most likely the other girls in the literature club are aware as well. I always wanted to hear Robbie tell me how it felt the same way about me, the way I feel about him. He didn't want it to go like this. As far as I know, they're not aware of how you feel about him like me and Monica are. But they might eventually hear about how Robbie was gonna confess to you. Wait, you don't mean... Unfortunately, yes. That's not all, though. When I spoke with Monica, I overheard a few things from other students. Do I even want to know what kind of things? Nothing vulgar as far as I know. Well, I mean, at least there's that. So, if they've been talking shit, at least it's... So if they've been talking shit, at least they're not filling up the swear jar. It seems, however, that some of our classmates couldn't help but add to the drama of the situation. Oh, God. What? Yeah. According to Monica, it seems a few of our classmates who saw the cake box and the letters in your hand took it on themselves to connect the dots. There's been some idle chatter about it, and they've been adding some unneeded and embellished details to the story. Because because we really need something like this to be twisted through the telephone game. Neither of us wanted to see Akane get bullied, but it's necessary for the story. Oh, I guess the upcoming scenes were probably like more tense originally then. Or intense. Holy, great, just what I need. The good old rumor mill. I'm sure Destiny and Momoko already know about this. Yeah, odds are they already do. As if my life wasn't already hell with them in it. At this rate, I think this little secret I've been holding is something the others will have to know about. What do you mean? My mother made me swear never to talk about this to anyone, as it could put Yuri and me in danger. Mio was an exception just due to our close friendship. Now, though, seeing as you've become embroiled in this just goes just beyond our family. You and potentially the rest of our friends could become affected by this. I can't stand by and do nothing while he causes havoc in our lives. I'm still going to discuss this with Yuri, and I think it's time we shed some light on a few things. Not just for you, but to the other members of the Literature Club as well. If you're sure, I mean, if it's going to put you both in danger, then I don't feel like no. It's as I've said. Not only are you involved in this, but I'm sure this has something to do with Robbie as well. This person, he has no sense of guilt or shame. He's used people as mere playthings, tossing them away once they're no longer useful to him. I'm fearful, but now he's set his sights on you and Robbie. I'm not sure I fully get it, but I trust you. I'd be surprised if you did. Thank you for trusting me, Akane. I can't say how much I cherish you and all of our friends here. That's why it's time to come clean and explain all of this to everybody. Considering this is Yuri's curse as much as it is mine, I still want to talk to her about it before I take any action. Yeah, whoever you're talking about sounds like some kind of freaky sociopath. You have no idea. Honestly, that's putting it nicely. Yup. Anyway, considering it's lunchtime now, I won't hold you up any longer. If you'll excuse me, I'm gonna go find Yuri now. Okay? Thanks, Kodo. I'll let you know what she tells me, okay? Before I can answer, she's already out of the room. I let out a deep sigh, gather my things, and start heading out myself. Right, gonna do a quick little be right back break, so... Yeah, again, these are usually pretty quick, so... And we're back! Let's see how lunchtime goes. Okay, Akane, it's time for lunch. Usually I try to eat peacefully in the cafeteria, but considering the day I've been having, I don't know. I mean, you know, yeah, no, I think avoiding the cafeteria would be your best bet considering the good old rumor mill's chugging along. Okay, no, I feel like either way there'd be something like, Oh, where's Akane? She not in the cafeteria? And then that could... I feel like... No, once the rumor mill starts, it'll just keep chugging along. From the moment I stepped out of the classroom, a lot of the idle chatter stopped and all eyes were on me. Yeah, Koto wasn't lying. Rumors don't usually spread around the school so quickly, but looks like this one is an exception. Please, stop staring at me. I didn't do anything wrong. As I pass by, the chatter picks up again in hushed whispers. Without even trying, I can make out a few words here and there. Hey, did you hear? Oh, well, there's another sprite. About what? I wonder if these characters will have... I wonder if these two characters will have, like, you know, names. I mean, okay, maybe they do and we don't know them yet, or won't know them because, you know, we won't see them again, but... I don't know. We won't know them. Ah. Which club would they be more likely to be in? I don't know. About that one guy named Robbie. Apparently he's on his deathbed right now after buying some cake for his crush. She pauses long enough to take a look at me as I'm passing by. Get out! How'd that happen? They found a cake box from that new bakery after the ambulance got him. It's pretty recognizable, I mean. One of those girls is named Ruby. I mean, okay. I mean, I'm guessing that'd be the girl with the, you know, red nails and the, you know, I think the rose? I don't know, I don't know, you know, red eyes, red rose, red nails. Yep, bingo! Damn, you're right. So then you're saying that little bitch. God damn it. They stopped talking long enough to stare at me before they continue talking. Dude, Bella is the girl on the right. Okay? Hey. You were saying, please go out with me. Akane was written on the box, too. How sad. Poor guy just wanted to get his crush to like him. Seriously. Poor guy didn't realize he was falling for some jinx. Ah, wonderful. The rumor mill keeps going. Worst part? She doesn't feel anything for him. Oh, Jesus Christ. They got the same homework. Yeah, I think one of my friends is homework with him too. Yeah, when the teacher announced it to the class, everyone was losing their minds. Everyone except her. Oh, Jesus Christ, what? Like, damn, girl. I mean, you probably didn't turn around and look at her because they feel like... Also, there's more than one way to, like, freak out about something. You know, maybe it's... Either that or, like, she was like... And it's just like, oh yeah, I didn't turn around at all to take a look, but she was probably cold as hell. And I feel like it's more of a latter. And also, yeah, just accept it as fact because, I mean, you're in high school. I wonder who's pulling all the stuff. Or why couldn't she be the one to get... Jesus Christ! Jesus! Have her die. Yeah, for real. Yeah, for real. I agree with you, you morally bankrupt bestie. Just forget... Freaking Black Widow, what the fuck? It's... well, both of your moral compasses are completely fucked, aren't they? What's a Black Widow? Oh, it's like the spider. There's probably like a meaning to it. A highly venomous American spider. So I guess they're saying she's like poison. Jesus Christ. Stop it, I can't listen anymore. I pick up the pace and make a break for the rooftop. don't want to be around anyone right now. Everywhere I go, I keep hearing whispers and gossip saying that I killed Robbie, or that I'm a walking disaster. What's worse are the rumors saying that I didn't feel anything for him. It's not true. It's not true. I don't deserve to be with an amazing guy like him. I make it to the roof in no time, dodging all kinds of angry and suspicious glances being thrown my way. I don't want to be in there right now, not with all of them judging me. I hardly ever come up here to the roof. Then again, I don't think anybody else does either. Which, you know, makes it perfect to eat lunch, so at least you have some sort of solitude from everything. Good for me, then. I take a seat at one of the benches. I honestly don't feel like eating anything right now. There's a nasty pit in my stomach, and I feel like someone ripped my heart out. I pull the letter from Robbie out of my bag and look at it again. I then open the cake box and look at the chocolate cake he wanted to give me. I'm not sure how you knew I liked chocolate cake. I don't think I ever mentioned it to you. Did Monica tell you? Oh, Robbie, why did you do that? I could never repay you for being so thoughtful and caring. Especially now. Some girlfriend I would be. I feel a tear roll down my cheek falling onto the cake box. It was very sweet of him to try to get this for me, but you didn't have to go out of your way for someone like me, Robbie. I would have been happy if you'd even just asked me without even any sort of gift. I'm nothing all that special. If anything, I nearly got you killed. Maybe things would have been better if you never met Akane! I look up, trying my best to hide my tears. It's Monica. She walks over to me slowly. It's only then I can see that it looks like she's been crying as well. Monica? She takes a seat next to me. That's the cake Robbie wanted to give you, isn't it? Sarah told me how she saw him going to the bakery this morning. That ambulance we saw this morning? I don't know, but I can't hold back anymore. Monica immediately pulls me in close to her, letting me cry into her shoulder. Oh, this is a good CG. I've got a distinct art style to it, so... She holds on to me tightly as I cry my heart out. Why did it have to be him? Why did he have to go above and beyond for someone like me? Monica tightens her hug on me, rubbing my back as I continue crying into her shoulder. It's only then that I realize... Monica? Yeah? I pull away slightly and see some fresh tears in her eyes. I'm sorry, No, Monica. I should be the one who's sorry. If it weren't for me, Robbie wouldn't be... Don't say that, Akane! You didn't do anything wrong. It's not your fault. None of this is. I sure don't feel that way. And again, the good old rumor mill isn't helping change that feeling. I know there's those stupid rumors going around. I mean, you say stupid, I agree, but would also say incredibly damaging and morally bankrupt. They're wrong. They don't know what they're saying. Yeah, but you can't let them get to you, Akane. Don't let their words become your reality. Easy for you to say, Monica. She seems to calm down a little as she dries some of her tears. I spoke with Koto earlier. She was being kind of dodgy with some of the questions I had, like how that cake made it to you safely, for one thing. She said she wanted to talk to all of us in the literature club about this. She was hoping you could be there. But then what about my part-time job? You work at the Jade Jasmine downtown, right? Jade Jasmine? Yeah, for Miss Yamaguchi. Why are you asking, though? Yuri goes by there regularly, and she says the shopkeeper is very understanding. I'm sure she'll understand if you tell her what's going on. Like those two girls. Yep. I don't know. Let me talk to her about it. Huh? You're not alone in this, Akane. Robbie is important to all of us, especially to you. I can't bring myself to say anything to that. She isn't wrong, though. It's only at that moment when I realize that my breathing has become very shaky. Your body's going through some serious mental and emotional stress right now. Trust me, I know more than anybody what a lot of stress can do to you. I mean... You can't push yourself. Take a break when you feel like the world is weighing down on you. And, you know, also come up here, too, because, again, solitude. Okay? My voice is so shaky right now. It's practically a whisper. No offense, Akane, but I don't think you're in any condition to work. So let me give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? Okay. I I get out my phone, scroll to Miss Yamaguchi's number, and dial. It rings for a bit before I hand the phone over to Monica. After taking it, she waits a few seconds before talking. Oh, interesting. I got another news spread. Don't think I've seen her holding the phone before either. Hello, Miss Yamaguchi? This is Monica Akiyama and... Oh, Yume. Yes, I'm terribly sorry. Anyway, well, I'm one of Akane's friends, and, well, she's having a bit of a difficult time at the moment. Yes? Yes, you should see her right now. I'm seriously worried about her. Yeah, it's something so bad it did take away that smile of hers. Monica starts to pace a little bit as she starts giving Miss Yamaguchi a rundown of what was going on. I could hear bits of what Monica's telling her, but even then, not like I could hear both of them to have the full context. After a while, Monica starts heading back over to me. Okay, thank you so much, Yume. Yes, I'll tell her right now. You might be expecting a phone call from her later, though. All of us are taking this very hard, but Akane... Yes, I think she needs this right now. Okay, thank you so much. Yes, I'll see about checking out the shop one of these days. Yuri said nothing but pleasant things about you. Alright, thank you again. Take care, bye. What did she say? It seems she already had an idea of where things were heading the moment I told her Robbie was at the hospital in a coma. Oh, right. I did kind of mention him to her a few times. There's nothing to be ashamed of, Akane. It's great that you and Robbie have feelings for each other. No, but you didn't have to worry about getting teased every once in a while by her. Ah, I'm sure she didn't mean anything by it. Well, no, except now I'm wondering if my secret is out. From a little I've heard about those rumors, most people are convinced you didn't feel anything for him. We both know that's not true, of course, but they're just gonna believe whatever they want. It's like the... that's rumors in a nutshell. And you know, if the internet has taught me anything, it's that people will say a lot of fucked up shit if their brain can convince them that no, the person you're saying this about is a bad person, and bad people don't have feelings, so it's okay that you want them to die. I swear. Sorry, that got topical for a moment there. Your secret's still safe with me, though, so no need to worry. I still say you don't have anything to be ashamed of, but I won't let you down. Okay, thanks, Monica. This mod deals with some heavy subjects. Yeah, I did get that. Just... no problem. Anyway, well, after I told Yume about everything, she said that she wanted you to take as much time off as you needed. What? But if I don't go in, what about her exact words, and I quote, were, "You let me worry about her paycheck, Monica dearie. I'll make sure she's taken care of, so tell her not to worry about a thing." Stuff that's affected me and Darlene in varying degrees. So then, from the sound of things, you're good in terms of bereavement time off. I don't know what's so important that Kononoha needs to have all of us there, but she sounded serious. Yeah, she made it sound like there's some sort of madman out there who's got it in for Robbie and me for whatever reason. I see. Hopefully we'll learn a few things. Yeah, you'll learn quite a bit. She said you got a letter from someone called A, who also delivered the cake to you? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Well, oh shoot, we better get going. I checked the time on my phone. Crap, you're right! Since you don't have to go into work for now, meet us in the literature club, okay? You sure? Of course I am. After all, we all consider you to be an honorary member. Thanks, Monica. Anytime. Alright, see you later, okay? Right! I scurry through the hall, making sure I'm not late for class. I'm still getting some suspicious glances tossed my way, but I try to ignore them. For now, that's not my concern. From the corner of my eye, I spot Joichiro eyeing me like a predator to its prey. Great! Exactly what we need right now! Yuck. I also spot his friend / punching bag Wallace right next to him. Oh boy, it's the duo! Great! I'm sure they're both aware that I'm technically on the market again with Robbie in the hospital. Just ignore it, Akane, you'll live longer. Oh, whew, no prompt. Okay, good, no, hey. So, I heard you're available, for right now. As I take my seat, I see Kononoha waiting for me. I managed to talk things over with Yuri during lunch. It's another one of my sayings. I guess this. Eh. You know, that is actually good advice, too. You know? I guess also to get topical, if you don't doom scroll... No, doom scrolling isn't really helpful, it's just depressing, so you probably will live longer if you don't do it. Okay, I thought there was a segue to that, but nope, that just felt like it came out of nowhere. Whoops. Still good advice, though. I know you've got your part-time job, but is there any way you can meet with us in the literature club? Actually, yeah. Monica took care of that for me. Okay, great. I filled her in on a few things, but I obviously left out some details. Either way, I'm glad to hear we're on the same wavelength. Since we need to address this to everyone, it's important we have you there. Yeah, I kind of figured. Alright, just a bit longer now, but hang in there. I can't believe just how fast these ghastly rumors about you have been spreading. It's unheard of. Joichiro and Wallace already seem to know, as do Destiny and Momoko. Ah. Just the unholy duos right here. I just confirmed that for myself. Well, that's just prime. Why am I not surprised bitch 1 and bitch 2 already know? I know. With them in this school, it was bound to reach them sooner or later. Have they started planning anything that you're aware of? No, I haven't heard anything specific. For now, the only thing I can say is to stay on your guard as best as you can. I'll be keeping my eyes open for anything wrong as well. As the bell rings, Kononoha goes off to her seat. Himari comes in and takes her usual spot near me. I don't know if I'll be able to focus on anything with how I'm feeling. I have to try. Koto's right. I'll just have to play it by ear and go from there. As I predicted, I couldn't focus on anything today. Well, no, scratch that. I caught a few things here and there, but I wasn't as into it as I usually am. As I'm packing up my things, Kononoha walks up and puts a hand on my shoulder. Don't forget about our meeting, okay? I haven't. I'll be there. Good. We'll be waiting for you. As Kononoha walks out of the room, Himari approaches me. What was that all about? Oh, it's nothing major. Monica and Kononoha just needed to talk to me about something. Ah, I see. Did you need me to go with you? No, I think I'll be fine. As much as I'd like to bring her, Kono specifically said just me and everyone else in the literature club. This sounds like something very personal, so I'd rather not cause any problems for her. Well, okay. Let me know if you need anything, though, okay? I don't know what I can do, but whatever it is, I'll do whatever I can. Yeah, thanks, Himari. I take a deep breath as Himari leaves the room. I have a few unwanted eyes on me as I get up and gather my things, including the cake from that A guy. Okay, Akane, you could do this. Classes are over and most people should be leaving. I just need to make it to the literature club. I feel like you should run at that point. Although that would make you look more suspicious. I mean, it's like pick your poison. You run and hurry to the literature club. Not this avoiding things in the short term, but essentially it's like, oh, why are you running? You feeling hectic? And then the rumor mill keeps chugging along, so... On the other hand, you take your time and risk running into someone. It's just pick your poison. I would stop her if she was running in the halls. Also that too. I'm still dodging some weird looks from people as I'm heading for the clubroom. What I wouldn't give to be invisible right now. But don't let it get to you. They're just staring at you. So what? It's nothing new. Except for the fact it's almost everyone you're passing. Just ignore them. You'll live longer. You're almost home free. This is the wing where less people are around. I just have to... Hey, Akane. Oh, wonderful. I nearly tripped hearing that voice. Against my better judgment, I turn around to see that weasel Wallace right behind me. And it's only Wallace, for that matter. Well, that's... Okay, well, that's good, at least. Not ideal, but fine. Fuck my life. His ringleader, Joichiro, isn't anywhere in sight. This scene was much worse in the draft. Oh God. I feel like by much worse, you mean the type of thing where it's like, you'd probably be like, hey, just gotta advise you, you might want to, like, warn people about this next scene. Or, like, probably putting, like, a warning type thing where it's like, yeah. God, I feel feel like I know what to brace for impact, though. Like, I've played through both endings of our castle walls, so... Just some of the dialogue had to be changed after I thought it was too much. I guess things could have been worse and I'd have to deal with both of them on my own. Oh, hey. I say that as a courtesy, but Wallace seems to take it as an invitation. He approaches me kind of slowly and creepily. I have to say, Akane, you're looking extra scrumptious today. Okay! Hey, wow, wow. Who starts a conversation like that? Well, okay, you and Joichiro. Like, extra scrumptious, I'd be like, and you're looking extra punchable, but, you know, I have places to be, so I'm gonna leave. It's worse. What? Who even says things like that? I needed something less bad, but still creepy. Oh, mission accomplished there. I find myself backing away from him subconsciously. I just thought you should know that you really are one of the most beautiful girls of the school after all. Maybe even more beautiful than Charlotte is. Well, I guess Charlotte, hopefully, it's had enough of your bullshit. Charlotte as in Charlotte Clearwater, the exchange student? The super devout Christian girl with glasses and... Never mind, if he thinks I'm beautiful or whatever, then why not say that instead of telling me I'm scrumptious or whatever? I'm a human being, not a muffin. It's really making me uncomfortable right now. I tried to say the same thing to Destiny once. She punched me in the jaw. Charlotte was going to be in the story, but I ended up cutting it from the story. She'll be in Chapter 3. Look forward to seeing her then. I didn't like that. I mean, one, I don't know of anybody who'd actually like being punched in the jaw, so that's the only thing I can agree. Like, I agree with that sentence in a vacuum with no context. With the context, I say deserved. I was just trying to be nice to her, but she acted so cold and mean to me. I mean, I feel like she'd act like that either way, but extra so when you're calling her scrumptious. But you're not like Destiny, right? I mean, you're so much nicer than she is, right? His tone sounds really creepy right now. I don't like the way he's looking at me either as he continues approaching me. I'm still trying to back away from him, but he won't take the hint. He got punched in the jaw, and he's still trying to hit on you. The same way he did before. I don't think he'd take the hint, even if it was literally a hit. I know you're nicer than her, Akane. You're very pretty and polite to everyone. Destiny isn't polite like you. Momoko's a bitch, so I didn't bother telling her anything. Besides, I don't like her. I do like you, however. From the moment I first saw you, you got such beautiful eyes, and I bet your hair smells really nice. Charlotte might have a body made for sin. Jesus Christ. But you, Akane, I don't know. Come on, I'm being serious here. You're like the ultimate dream girl and a hottie with a body. What the fuck? Oh yeah, this music does fit not very well, by the way. In case I'm not being clear enough, I like you, Akane. I want you to be my girlfriend. What? I'm sorry, but oh, come on. Your dead boyfriend isn't here to protect you. Besides, that guy was a loser anyway. Yes, excellent. Piss her off. That'll increase your chances of getting a girlfriend. Also, yeah, I think, yeah, also a great sign that you have to use protect you. So, I mean, I guess in that context, like, you know, like, as to refer to yourself, the nerve of him walking around like he was such hot stuff, being in a club with 3 babes and a gremlin. It's not fair. You call Natsuki a gremlin, and I bet she'll be the one to sock you in the jaw, too. Probably harder than Charlotte did. He already has them in his harem. He doesn't have a harem. Leave some for the rest of us. Besides, he doesn't deserve someone as babelicious like you are. He's not dead, and you're the gremlin here, you little pipsqueak. I'll tell you what I told you, you little ringleader. I'm not interested. Why does everyone call me that? What, a gremlin? Or a pipsqueak? Yeah, probably both. And he's not my ringleader. Could have fooled me. My point still stands. Why doesn't anyone like me? He's shorter than most of the characters in this game. Also, yeah, gee, I wonder why. Maybe because you go around telling girls they're scrumptious or whatever. I don't even want to know what you told that girl, Charlotte. Only that I would so love... Jesus Christ. So love to spend a night with her, getting her on her knees, and Jesus Christ! You ugly little troll! You think that'll make a nice girl like Charlotte fall head over heels for you? Yeah, Jesus Christ! Jesus Christ, Scrumptious was tame compared to this. Unless you started that conversation with Scrumptious too, in which case... Holy shit, man. She probably hates you for being a pervert and for making fun of her religion. It's her loss, anyway. And the way you're talking about the literature club girls, it's no wonder they all like Robbie, but they hate you! What's that wannabe harem protag have that I don't? Well, yeah, well, for starters, he doesn't well, you know, height for one. Although, you know, he doesn't... Although he at least has the good sense to not start conversations by calling people scrumptious. As well as all the other stuff you're saying. Yeah, exactly. Some actual manners, for one thing. Guys like MC aren't in short supply. Yeah. And he doesn't walk around telling a girl she's scrumptious like she's some kind of dessert. Yeah, Jesus. Height jokes. Yay! He won't go making fun of anyone for being religious either. He's actually kind, respectful, and he knows how to treat someone right, unlike you. Who do you get off on? Read my Ebbs, how the fuck would you finish that? It's like she's actually giving you advice, you know? And let's forget it. You know what? Why do I even bother asking? You know what? That is the first... You know what? I mean, asking which question? I mean, asking people out? Yeah, if you don't have enough self-reflection to realize maybe I shouldn't start the conversation by calling girls scrumptious, then, yeah, why even bother asking people out if nothing's gonna change? If you're not gonna see how much better I am, then why don't I make a break for the club room before that train of thought could go in a horrifying direction? I don't know what he's gonna do to me, but it won't be good. I know it. I feel him grab my skirt and then violently grab one of my wrists. You know, maybe I will reach your lips. They look super kissable anyway. Oh god, don't... Okay, our castle walls has prepared me for this. It's just... gross little creep. I feel like that's the kindest thing you could say. I stomp on his foot so he'll let go, but he just seems to just shrug it off. What's with this guy? Oh, hey, stop fighting it. You know you like it. Jesus Christ. Nope, stop. You're hurting my wrist. How about I see what you've got under the hood? Jesus Christ. I desperately cry out for him to stop, hoping someone might hear me. I start hitting him with my school bag, but it doesn't seem to faze him very much. I mean, this dude got punched in the jaw and still didn't take a hit. That's when I hear a familiar voice not too far away. Get away from her, you little bit. Yeah, speak of the, you know, yes! Natsuki comes around and decks Wallace right in the jaw, making... God, I just predicted that dead on, huh? Damn, man. Natsuki comes around and decks Wallace right in the jaw, making him let go of me and stumble backward. Run for it! We run as fast as we can to get the hell away from him. Screw the rules. Right now, this guy was about to get super handsy with me. Yeah, hope the hall monitor understands. You're gonna regret that, you hear me? I'm not done with you, Akane! Oh, I don't think so. Oh, thank God! Ah, crap. Jesus Christ, well, at the very least, there's gonna be some justice here, I mean, if he's as idiotic as that entire conversation made him out to be, he'll be like, oh, come on! Don't people call girls scrumptious and is all the time? Type deal. Or whatever. I.e., dig himself deeper. Anyways, Natsuki and I make it to the clubroom, panting and looking behind us. Looks like that teacher managed to catch him back there. Well, they do say karma's a bitch, right? Maybe a bigger one than Momoko. What happened to you guys? Why were you running? Wallace. That's why. Goodness, what did he do? He tried getting super touchy with her, that's what. I look around the room for a moment. Everyone from the literature club is there, plus Kononoha and Mio. They all go silent as they look at Natsuki in horror. She gives everyone a quick recap about what happened. No, there were innuendos there. There were innuendos to count. I guess under the hood would be one. Yeah, that's about it. I still feel so shaken up that I can't even talk right now. It was a good thing I was passing by, or else he probably would have, well, you know. Natsuki looks over at me as I take a seat at one of the desks. Hey, are you alright? I'm okay. I look down at my hands. They're trembling as I rest them in my lap. Monica walks over and puts a hand on my shoulder. Well, I can't say I'm on board with you punching him in the face. Something like sexual harassment isn't something we can ignore here. I mean, I feel like this goes beyond sexual harassment and goes into attempted, well, word I'm unsure I could say on Twitch. I don't know, it's weird. It's weird. I've had mods I've played where the actual, like, assault word, like, showed up on screen. You know? The worst offender being infinity pens. Because, makes perfect sense. Have the word show up 5 times and not even really give a warning right before that happens. Yeah. Well, Act 1 of that mod is coming out soon. Maybe. I don't know, so if I ever want to, like... I don't know. I feel like I'd have to, like, hear, like, how the actual act is in terms of, like, oh, is it better than the demo? Is it worse? Somehow? Type deal? Before I actually, like, play it for myself. Looks like a teacher heard the commotion right after we hightailed it out of there. It's too bad they couldn't have shown up a couple minutes sooner. I feel like we should be grateful for the fact they showed up at all. At least someone else saw, though. I'll see if I can bring it up with the headmistress tomorrow. Monica, you don't have to. Akane, Natsuki is right. There's no telling what Wallace could have done to you if she hadn't been close by. Natsuki's just being a grumper. Anyways, I guess that could be another, like... No, it was about... Yeah, whatever. This isn't something we can sweep under the rug like it's not important. I just don't want there to be more trouble because of me. I feel like I feel like a lot of people would be grateful if this resulted in, like, Wallace or even Joichiro's expulsion. You know, one less creep to deal with in the school is always a plus. It's no trouble at all. Besides, I can't just look the other way and pretend it didn't happen. Especially not when it's happening to one of my friends. Well, okay. Thank you, Monica. Before I could say anything, Sayori walks over and puts her arms around me. We're just glad you're okay, Aki. Monica's right. School's supposed to be a safe place. No one should have to go through that. Yeah, that's right. And that's why I won't let this stand. I never imagined Wallace would stoop so low as to do something so barbaric. Like, Jesus. Like, Jesus, if I had a nickel for every mod that, like, had, like, a character named Wallace attempt to, like, friggin' assault another character, I'd have 2 nickels. Which is a sentence I never thought I'd be saying. Somehow I'm not surprised. I used to think Joichiro was worse, but I stand corrected. Not even he's tried to do anything like that as far as I'm aware. Wallace just seems so depraved in comparison. Hopefully after what happened to his little friend, Joichiro will think twice if he does want to try anything. I mean, maybe? I was hoping that since we were all together finally that we could start, but yeah, little friend. Are you sure that you're okay, Akane? I'll be okay, Monica. I promise. I'm just shaken up, that's all. That's completely understandable. But perhaps we should have our discussion for another day. No, you don't have to do that. I'm here now and I already promised you. Well, yes, but after an experience like that, please, Koto. I already feel bad enough making you go through all this trouble. Don't make me feel any worse than I already do. Kononoha looks at Yuri, who's standing beside Sayori. They both look pretty nervous about this. Very well. I just want to make sure we're doing what's best for you, Akane. I can assure you that it's no trouble at all. After all, a part of me felt like we'd have to talk about this someday. I just wasn't prepared to be doing it so soon. Initially, we didn't want to do this, but after consulting with Yuri and sharing the contents of both letters, we felt there was no other option. Yeah, both of our mothers swore us to secrecy and to avoid any potential danger befalling us, our families, and even our potential children. Most of the knowledge we're about to share came from our grandmother. Grandmother was well informed about our heritage. We learned a lot from her. The whole room falls silent as all eyes are on the 2 cousins. Oh. I'm gonna take another little be right back break, so, just... Alright, we're back. It's time to learn some lore. Or at the very least have it like visualized in a flashback. Interesting background. Anyways, I think it's best we start with an old legend passed around our family. It's called the Tragedy of Tyrankos the Tyrant. Filled with alliteration. Long ago, in a realm far from ours, there lived 3 siblings. Tell you a much better version of the story than Amy does. Alright. There was Articus, the eldest brother, Tyrankos, the middle child, and Zaretha, the youngest sister. Each were blessed with proficiency in a certain branch of magic. Articus was gifted with creation magic, using his abilities to help those around him. He was often seen as a charitable wizard of sorts. Zaretha was gifted with life magic, although it was said she often misused these powers. What made things worse was how she had no regard for the value of life. Finally, there was Tyrankos, who was gifted with time magic. Unlike his brother Articus, it was said Tyrankos was at times misunderstood and looked at with disdain. These are some neat backgrounds. I've never seen these in mods before. Even so, he still had good intentions and a noble spirit. When Zaretha's lust for power became too great, both brothers joined forces to banish her. But that wasn't the last of her. I'd be surprised if you did. Honestly, yeah, you know what? I would be too. From her prison, Zaretha was able to manipulate Tyrankos. His spirit was already starting to waver once he realized he was seen as an outcast by those around him. Zaretha used this to her advantage, planting seeds of mistrust and tragedy in her wake. I did a lot of searching for fantasy backgrounds. Well, you picked really good ones. She was apparently always seen as a seductress and cruel manipulator. A major point she made was making him believe Articus was planning to stab him in the back. Tyrankos didn't believe this at first, until he was involved in some terrible accident that left his mind fractured. Now twisted and driven insane, he confronted his brother, which led to his own imprisonment. From there, he was able to reach out to a cult of witches that were more than happy to answer his call. An all-female cult known only as the Dark Interlopers that hung on his every word. It was from him that the Dark Interlopers learned magic and dark alchemy. And that brings us to our family. Was that burning? Just light. At some point, a small group of these Dark Interlopers defected from the cult and were branded as blood traitors. So you see, everyone, our family is made up of generations of these blood traitors. Which puts us at a great risk. Any descendants of the Dark Interlopers still serving Tyrankos could find and execute us on the spot. Sari lets out a small gasp as everyone else remains silent. Connecting to... okay. Looking around, everyone has a terrified look on their faces. That's why Grandmother always told us to never go around revealing these secrets to anyone. I made an exception for Mio, but I trust her with my life. I never saw any danger in doing so, as she has kept her own vow of secrecy. And even then, I never understood the full truth myself. Koto only told me a little bit about her family history, but not in this much detail. Yeah, this is lore stuff. Okay, but then that brings me to my next question. If I could put you both in serious danger, why are you telling us all of this? Because it seems both Tyrankos and Zaretha have set their sights on Akane and Ravi. Yeah, that former thing is a dangerous combination. I don't know too much about Zaretha, but based on what I know of Tyrankos, he won't stop at one life. For whatever reason, he chose Ravi as his victim. By proxy, Akane has also become entangled by this. I know you both would never go around lying about anything, but you have to admit, this all sounds kind of hard to believe right now. I probably would have written this off as a load of mumbo-jumbo if this came from someone else. Yeah. I know it sounds very outlandish, but it's the truth. It's a dark secret we've had to keep for so long now. Tyrankos does exist, and although neither of us have encountered them, so do Articus and Zaretha. Thank you for sharing this with us, and thank you for placing your trust in us. The both of you mean a lot to us as very valuable friends. We'll do what we can to protect your secret. It's just a lot to process all at once. Yeah, this is a bit of a risky move. The more people know, the more likely it is that, like, other people might find out. Unintentionally, of course. Thank you for building up the courage to talk about it with us. Now, thank you for being so understanding. And it's just as you said, Monica. Yuri and I consider you valuable friends as well. Even so, we were kind of scared to see how you'd react to all of this. Admittedly, it sounds pretty far-fetched to me, but considering what I've experienced today... Oh, wait. What about that letter? The one I got from that A guy? I strongly believe that letter, as well as that cake, came from Articus himself. Articus? If he's so important, why would he take the time to write me a letter? Or bake a cake just for her? I can't say for sure. Considering he's a master of creation, baking a cake is probably child's play for him. As for the letter, he's always been described as being a force for good. He most likely wants to atone for everything his siblings have done, and are going to do, as well. Amy asked him to. That is most likely why. Seeing as the letter mentions Zaretha is hoping to break down Akane into despair, she's gotta have some nefarious plot in mind. Just like her older brother, Tarankos. How she intends to do that, though, I can't be certain. I wouldn't be surprised if Wallace's little stunt was part of that. Yeah! I feel like assault is a traumatic enough experience to go through to the point that it could break people. Maybe even letting her get bullied to the max. I guess another one would be to, twist the rumor mill. Insert the she doesn't feel anything for him. Add salt to the wounds. Based on what you guys were saying and all. I know I'd break down if I had to worry about so many people coming after me like that. Oh, well, Sayori, that's why you're probably not gonna get a social media account. Ever. That is a plausible theory, Natsuki. Plus, life magic is incredibly difficult to control, so she has to do something. There's no direct link to it, but there's nothing that disproves that theory either. I've never seen anyone at this school outside of Destiny and Momoko act so malicious over a single rumor. I guess it'd be a little bit reassuring to know that, not everyone's moral compasses are as bankrupt as, Ruby and Bella's apparently are. I've noticed that too. A lot of people seem to be invested in this rumor. A lot of them even adding to it. Classic mean girl behavior at its finest. Yeah, they get their influences from the internet. But yeah, also mean girl behavior. It's not like mean rumors or anything new, it's just the internet's made everything worse. Okay, moving on. I have heard that the Zaretha was seen as immature, so you might not be too far off, Natsuki. What? I was joking about that, are you serious? From the stories grandmother told us, she did seem to be rather spoiled and so used to getting her way all the time. Perhaps she really was like the equivalent of a self-absorbed egomaniac who only thought about herself. Jeez, and I thought my family had problems. This Articus guy must be feeling miserable right now. I would imagine he is, knowing his two younger siblings became so twisted and evil in their own ways. Then again, Zaretha sounded like she was rotten to the core from day one. Tarankos at least started out as someone with decent values and morals. Yeah. It is interesting, isn't it? Articus is... it's kind of like moral alignment. Articus is good, Zaretha's evil, and Tarankos is, supposed to be neutral. Interesting. So, yep, Articus is lawful good, Zaretha's chaotic evil. Ah, yes. Thank you for correcting me. one of his siblings became twisted and evil. Taranko's is more like lawful evil. Yeah, at least that's what he was manipulated into becoming. The other one was already like that since she was born. I slowly start to zone out as the conversation starts to wind down, sitting at one of the desks as I let everything sink in. And he used to be more like chaotic good. Oh, okay. Hey? Be interesting to see... Be interesting to, like, see more of, like, what Taranko's was when he was, you know, chaotic good. You know, the dynamics he had with his brother, everything that, you know, how he went about his day. I guess maybe his, like, fall into evil, I guess. I wonder if that would be a mod of its own. Or just something that'll happen in a flashback. I don't know. Guess we'll wait and see. I just wanted today to be normal and uneventful. Instead, I ended up with the worst day of my life so far. I'm jolted back to reality when I feel a hand on my shoulder. Aki? You doing alright? Yeah, this is all just... Yeah, it's definitely a lot. That and just this whole day. Yeah, you could go home if you'd like. I'll walk back with you. Oh, but after what Wallace tried, I'd at least feel a little better. And I'm doing this because I want to, Akane. We want to make sure you're safe. Well, okay. Can't argue with that. There you go. Let's go ahead and call the meeting for today. This day has been very stressful on all of us, but especially for you, Yuri, and Koto for sure. Before I could say anything else, Monica goes to the front of the room. Okay, everyone. Considering the gravity of the situation and the stress we've been under, I think we should end today's meeting. Let's take some time for ourselves to relax and remain calm. Oh wait, Sayori! Yeah? Any updates regarding Robbie? I know you said you've been keeping in touch with his mom. So far, he's remained in a stable condition. They're not taking any visitors right now, though. Ah, I see. I was thinking about maybe trying to visit him if we could, but that'll have to wait. I mean, not much to really do if he hasn't woken up from the coma. I mean, I guess to actually physically see that he's fine, you know, like, okay, he's, you know, like, it looks like he's breathing, the heart monitor's doing the stuff that it does. Just seeing that would put, like, an image in your head, like a definitive image, and, yeah, that would help, so. Keep me in the loop, okay? Got it! As everyone starts to gather their things, Monica walks back over to me. To be fair, I visited my mom a lot when she was in her coma, even if she didn't know I was there. That too, you know, like, sentimental attachments as well. As everyone starts to gather their things, Monica walks back over to me. Let's take a moment to talk to Yuri and Koto a bit just before we head out, okay? Yeah, no problem. We make our way over to the two cousins who seem to be having a conversation with Mio. It's kind of the idea I was going for. Yeah, again, that's fair. So has there been anything else on the night nurse case? Oh, night nurse. Not much, but my father did say they've got a prime suspect now. Apparently her name is Ryoba Fukuda. Ryoba Fukuda. I don't know. Have I seen that name before, or... I don't know if I have. Maybe it feels familiar? I don't know. Yeah, I see it in NN Remastered. Ah, there we go. Oh, why does that name sound familiar to me? I don't think I've met anyone named Ryoba before. Koto? Oh, Monica, it's you. Are you both holding up okay? Yes, thankfully. I know we said we were so nervous before, but now it feels as though a weight has been lifted from our shoulders. Well, that is generally the feeling you get when you're hiding a secret and then you tell the secret to close friends. That's good to hear. Thank you again for sharing all of this with us. I want to assure you both that your trust won't be misplaced. Thank you, Monica. We'll eventually see why that name is familiar to Akane. Yeah, that is an interesting point. Meanwhile, Yuri and I will see what research we could possibly do on our end for Akane's sake. Years ago, grandmother split her collection of ancient texts between both of our mothers. She did that in the hopes of keeping her collection from falling into the wrong hands. Grandmother had been holding on to these texts in the hope someday Tarankos could be defeated. She felt as though the answer could have been in any of those books and wanted to be prepared. The problem is she split them up in a very particular fashion. It might require a lot of back and forth between the both of us. Yuri, Koto, please, I don't want you both to stick your necks out more than you already have for me. I can never repay your kindness. Akane, don't be ridiculous. We aren't doing this because we expect something from you in return. We're doing this because you're our friend. We're doing this because you and Robbie mean a great deal to us and we want to do everything we can. Well, face it. Whether you want it or not, you're getting our help. Koto, there's no need to sound so threatening. Yeah, that would sound threatening out of context. It's like, we're gonna help you whether you like it or not. I mean... Huh? I was only trying to lighten the mood a little, that's all. I can't help but giggle to myself for some reason. Well, there, you see? At least I managed to get a laugh out of you. Yeah, so mission accomplished? Yeah, I guess you did. Rest assured, Akane, we'll do our best. I know you will, Yuri. After all, you're both hella smart, and I doubt anything could stop you when you're working together. You've got that right. Anyway, were you leaving? Yeah, I'm gonna be walking back home with Akane, since we don't live all that far apart. Alright, take care, you two. Don't be afraid to come to me either, Akane. I know we don't talk very much, but you're a valuable friend to me, too. Thank you, Mio. Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. The three of them wave us off as we head out of the club room. Yeah, at least it was kind of a bright spot at the end of the day. Anyway. I mean, in terms of, like, getting to hang out with the club and reaffirm that you have a support system. Monica did her best to make light conversation as we left the school, but I don't think I was much of a good conversation partner, considering I just gave her nothing but short answers. There's just so much on my mind right now, but I can't just... Akane? Did you hear me? Home sweet home. Oh, right. Sorry. Hey, would you feel better if I maybe stayed over for a while? No! I mean, you don't have to do that, Monica. Is it your mother? Well, kind of. I know the issues you've had with your parents, but my mom is on another level. I mean, it's to the point that she doesn't even call her mom, so that's the level that we're on. Right now, I could just hear her saying you're some sort of preppy bitch with a stick up her ass or something hurtful. Whew. Oh, I see. No, Monica, that's not what I don't think that way about you, Monica. You're none of that stuff. Lady's just some bitter old drunk who hates everything, that's all. That's why I'm afraid to ever have someone over. Lady hates pretty much everything about me. The way I dress, the way I talk, the fact that I have people in my life who don't think I'm a mistake. Akane, I know you don't feel that way about me. It just made me think back to some of the things I've heard people say about me before. And, you know, considering Zaretha's plans, we'll probably keep saying about you. If not, dial it up to make it worse. Ignoring that, I don't want to turn my back on a friend, especially if I know they're really hurting right now. Please, Monica, I know you mean well, but I could never forgive myself if Lady said or did anything to hurt you. It wouldn't be the first time I've lost friends because of her. I'm sure I could handle it. I mean, I've put up with all the nasty things Destiny says about me, and besides Raiko, I'm not a favorite among the officers in the student council. Just take my word for it. Besides, I don't want her doing anything to you when you've been one of the best friends I could have asked for. You, Koto, the entire literature club, you guys mean so much to me, and I don't want to lose you. I'm startled when Monica pulls me in for a hug. As I look down, I notice a tear land on my shoulder. You're not gonna lose us, Akane. Please, don't think that way. The people that really care about you will stay by your side no matter what. That's something I've learned ever since I started the literature club. Here I am crying again on your shoulder. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, especially if you're going through a tough time. That line. Oh, frick. That was what Darlene told... Not me. Oh, this? Or this? Or probably both. I guess from the way you're talking, probably this line. Yep. I mean, also, you know, crying on the shoulder of her friend, and is, yeah, it can be good to, like, you know, talk to words, mouth, thought process. Yeah, she was so worried about trying to keep people in her life, she ended up keeping the wrong people around. Oh, fuck. Oh, frick, I missed the line. If it makes you feel better, you can cry all you want on my shoulder. I don't deserve friends like you. And I don't deserve a wonderful guy like Robbie. Of course you do, Akane. It's like Koto said back there. You mean a great deal to me too. And you deserve someone who's gonna love, cherish, and treat you right. Everyone does, you know? Okay, Moko. Oh man, she does say that a lot. What? I guess you know, probably. Yeah, most likely, you know. Yeah, I can't imagine Momoko saying, and you deserve someone who's gonna love, cherish, and treat you right to anyone, let alone to Akane. Maybe to Des? No. Monika pulls away from me slightly, but puts both her hands on my shoulders. Don't ever think that way about yourself. You're a very sweet, caring person, Akane. You're fun to talk to, and you're always considerate of others. Kind of like Robbie, actually. We love having you around. That's why I really wish we could have had you be with the rest of the club. Yeah, me too. I mean, if you have time off tomorrow, you could also visit the club. Please, Akane, if you need to talk to someone, remember that I'm just a phone call or a text away. I guess basically describing how I always saw Darlene. I don't care if it's 3 a.m. either. Meme reference. Get a hold of me when you need to, and I'll get back to you the moment I can. Thank you, Monika. I wonder if this is all stuff that... I wished I could have helped her. I guess maybe this is stuff you either wished you said or, like, did say, but that advice was ignored. Okay. Worst case, if I can't stay with you, then maybe you can stay over with me if you need to. Alright. I think I'll be fine, though. She takes her hand... Yeah. So it's like a combination of the two. She takes her hands away from my shoulders and takes a few steps back. Alright then. If you change your mind, reach out to me. My dad might still be rough around the edges, but my mom will make him understand if I explain it to them. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, we're not in within. You'll be fine. See you tomorrow, Akane. Yeah! See you tomorrow. I watch as that swaying brown ponytail disappears into the distance. I know what she said was genuine, but I still feel something weighing down on my heart. Oh fuck! Oh shit, it's Aretha! Oh god. Okay. I don't think I've done a voice for her before. If I have, I forgot. So... Right, spoiled... egotistical... Queen Chrysalis. I guess from... from like My Little Pony? Yeah, that's a really good show, honestly. Anyways, how shameless. Huh? Who's there? I look around, but there's no one else in sight. Wait, so then, I must be getting pretty tired if I'm hearing voices all of a sudden. Yeah, maybe that's it. I shrug it off and make it inside. I should write that down so I don't forget. I only know because it's the same voice she gave Rodica and Bionica. Alright. Erika equals Queen Chrysalis voice. We'll probably be seeing her again. And Kathleen Meyer's voice. Yeah, now that I'm hearing it in my head, that does make sense, you know? You know, she's spoiled, you know, she always gets her way, so she'd feel like the queen of the household, or in a position of that, so egomaniac, yeah. Maybe I'm just exhausted from everything today. Now I'm hearing voices. Jeez. Oh wait, I've got to call Miss Yamaguchi. I get my phone and dial her number. The phone rings for a bit before someone picks up. Ah! Hello, dear. Ooh, sparkly text box. I was wondering when I'd be hearing from you. Yeah. Hi, Miss Yamaguchi. Darling, please, just call me Yume. You've always been such a polite young lady, but please, there's no need to be so formal around me. Oh, right. Sorry about that. It's no problem. Apologies if I sound a bit far away. I've got you on speakerphone at the moment. Anyway, well, I'm sure you have a lot of questions for me, so I'll be more than happy to answer them. Are you sure? I'm just busy arranging some new imported goods, that's all. There's no one else here either, so you've got my full attention. Good. I'd rather not talk about any of this with people eavesdropping. Right, so I'm sure Monica told you everything more or less when she talked to you, right? Yes, and I can't believe something so terrible like that happened to your darling Robbie. I imagine your heart must have felt like it was shattered into pieces. Oh, don't say it like that. I'm not wrong, though, am I? Well, no, but, darling, it's okay to be in love. There's nothing to be ashamed of. And I'm not just saying that as an advocate of love. Well, okay. But please don't tell anyone, Miss Yume. I know you won't make fun of me, but I can't say the same for the other people, especially during these times. And I don't know. Arcane, calm down, sweetie. Deep breaths. I'm not gonna tell anyone about how you feel about Robbie. You can trust me on that. Still, I feel like you shouldn't be so worried about what other people are thinking. What matters the most is the feelings you and him have for each other. I know you're right. This whole time I was scared that he'd reject me if I went up to him and told me. Now I know that he likes me too. I'm starting to question if I deserve someone like him as my boyfriend. He went out of his way to get me a cake from that bakery. A chocolate cake. I never told him I loved chocolate cake. Oh, right, the new bakery that opened up not too long ago. The nerve of those people. What was that? Oh, nothing, dearie. Anyway, you were saying... What, those people? Did I miss something? Is that like a shop thing? Like, this is like competition? I don't know, I feel like I either missed, forgot, or this is a thing that'll have more detail later. It's a shop thing. Ah, I guess probably some competition. I mean, he went that extra mile to not only find out what I like, but get it for me as a gift. I just feel like maybe I don't deserve someone so sweet and thoughtful as him. He nearly got killed because of me, Miss Yume. I just feel like I don't deserve someone like that. I know he did all that to confess to me, but now I wouldn't be surprised if he hated me and never wanted to see me again. I don't know when, but it looks like I started crying again during all that. And in front of my boss, too. I practically rip off my glasses so I could dry my tears on my sleeve. I know Monica told me not to think this way, but sometimes I wonder if Robbie would have been better off if we never met. He doesn't hate you, dearie. What? Just call it a hunch of mine, Akane. And you know how often my hunches are right. Deep down, I know that Robbie doesn't hate you. In fact, I'm very certain that he not only wants to see you again, but he wants to tell you how much he loves you. But I almost got him killed, Miss Yume. No, dearie, you didn't. You didn't try to run him over, nor did you ask someone to do it for you. The best way I could describe this would be a freak accident of sorts. I don't say much of anything as I try to calm myself down. Miss Yume continues speaking as I sit down. You know, in older days, true love meant something much different than what it does today. In fact, men were more than willing to put their lives on the line if it meant protecting this special someone. I haven't met him myself, but Robbie definitely sounds like an old soul to me. At least just based on what I've heard about him from you and the lovely Miss Katsura. Oh, so Yuri told you about him? Yes, she's mentioned him in passing to me whenever she stops on by. Don't worry, dearie, she isn't going to try stealing him from you if that's what you're thinking. What? I never said I... Relax, darling, I know. At the end of the day, Robbie's willing to go above and beyond because that's how much you mean to him. Tell me, Akane, how do you feel if he'd feel if he woke up in that hospital just to find out you're thinking that way? Probably sad. What do you mean? Think of it another way. You fall in love with another wonderful man and you want to show him how much he means to you. You do everything you can, going above and beyond to express that love to him. Ideally, you'd be hoping he returns those feelings to you, but instead, he tells you he can't accept your gesture to find someone else. How would that make you feel? Well, I'd feel kind of bad. Exactly! You're gonna break the poor dear's heart if you turn him down like that. He means a lot to you, and you mean a lot to him. And Monica's right, dearie. You can't be here thinking someone's life would be better without you in it. That kind of thinking isn't healthy for you or those around you. I only hope you're not thinking about... No! No, after what Sayori told us about her depression and those thoughts she had about ending it all, I never want to do that. I'm relieved to hear that, darling. I wonder if that's what Zaretha wants, though. I only bring it up because I've heard people talk that way before, and more often not, they end up taking the permanent way out. No one could ever replace that sweet, adorable attitude of yours. And the world would miss that wonderful smile you have. Your friends would miss you terribly as well. I'm pretty sure your father would be devastated if anything happened to you. Yeah, my dad loves me to the moon and back. At least that's what he always told me ever since I was little. He'd also tell me how much he hoped to see me growing up and living the best life that I could. I can tell you right now, Chapter 2 was originally much darker and had a very depressing ending. Oh boy. Whew. I guess that was when it was the final chapter, in terms of like not a trilogy. So I never want to do something that'll destroy him inside. That's good to hear, darling. Ditched us and I took control again of our mods. Ah, so this was Rocket Man's idea then. I guess that... I'm guessing from what they're talking about, it would probably involve Akane, killing herself. And then just to and then just to twist the knife even deeper because, edgy. MC would be like, no! I could see her body and a bunch of stuff, I don't know. You're under a lot of stress right now, so take some time off. But then what about my pay? And if I'm gone for too long, what about you just leave all the worrying to me, dearie? I could go ahead and just put you as taking paid time off with an end date of TBT. Can you even do something like that? It's my store, so I don't see why not. Well, okay. Thank you for being so understanding right now. I just wanted this to be a normal, regular day, but instead, obviously I won't. I mean, you kind of did say a little bit of stuff. Like how Rocket Man wanted to create that mod, but then that ended up getting cancelled, and this is the thing where it's like, yeah, he gave me all this flack, but then couldn't commit to him out of himself, type deal. I think I remember that. Yeah, but there's more to it than that. More to it that I probably won't find out. Instead, things just started going crazy the moment I got that letter. Letter? What letter? Well, I don't know if I can tell you exactly, but it came from someone called A. Captive Heart and Night Nurse were already when the cracks were showing. Which I guess is why a reason why Captive Heart is being remade. Essentially like, I could take control and make this mod how I wanted it to be, instead of having someone interfere with my vision and put an ending that I hate in there. Anyway, the crazy thing is they told me about Robbie being in the hospital before anyone in the school knew. Like, yeah, taking back control, yeah! I see. I was wondering when he'd finally step away from the curtain. Miss Yume? If it is who I think it is, then I think I've got a grasp on the situation, and why you're trying to protect Yuri and Kononoha. What? Who told you? No one did. I had my suspicions, but I could never confirm it myself. Of course, I never wanted to say anything as to not scare the poor dear. The fact you're willing to keep their secret reaffirms you're a wonderful person and loyal friend. Okay, but if no one ever told you, how do you know? I traveled the world a lot in my time, dearie. I've seen and heard things you couldn't even imagine. So I know a little about the Dark Interlopers as well as Articus. If he's watching out for you, then I can tell you that you're in good hands. Even then, dearie, if you ever need to talk to someone, my door is always open to you. Okay, thank you. Let's just keep the fact I know about their secret as a little secret of our own, okay? I mean, unless until the time comes when they visit the shop and you're ready to tell them yourself. Okay, you've got it. I might even be privy to a few things not even Yuri and Kono are aware of, but let's save that for the next time we meet in person. More lore! Well, alright. I'm not sure when that'll be, but yeah, maybe it could fill in some blanks. It all just sounds so complicated and unbelievable, but Yuri and Kono aren't liars. They're some of the nicest people I've ever met. Understandable, of course. Looking at it from the outside, it all does sound rather bizarre and outlandish, but oftentimes the truth is stranger than fiction, as they say. Okay, dearie, I'll be waiting to hear back from you. Right, and thank you again. We'll talk again soon, dearie. Take care now. Yeah, you too. And with that, we end our call. I lean back against the sofa as I go over everything we talked about. Kinda strange how she knows about all that witchcraft and cult stuff. Then again, she has told me about some of the weird things she's seen in her travels. Robbie, I'm so sorry. I wish I could talk to you right now. Tell you that I accept your confession. Tell you that you're so sweet and thoughtful. I think MC's thinking the same thing right now. Tell you that I want to be a good girlfriend for you. When we finally get to see each other again, I hope I can make it up to you. As I sit back up, I put my glasses on and heave a little sigh. I know I told Miss Yume that I'd never want to end things for myself, but every once in a while those thoughts creep into my head. I think back to the literature club and Monica telling me that I'm an honorary member. Back to when Sayori spoke about her depression in the battles she fought in her head. How does she do it? I mean, you could ask her sometime. Get some advice. I know they all told me that I was welcome there and all, but then for some reason... Lies. Huh? That voice again. Where's it coming from? It's all lies, just to make themselves feel better. No, Monica told... I mean, nothing but empty promises. They're all too nice to tell you how they really feel. Monica would never lie to me, though. Are you sure? After all, you haven't even been there that long. No, that voice! Why am I hearing things? And why is it telling me all this? Maybe I should just take some time for myself. I'm sure they'll be expecting me tomorrow, but I think I just need to be alone for a while. Yes, take all the time you need to think it over. At that moment, something hits me. Sorry, you guys, but I don't think I can handle being around people right now. Oh no, lifeless eyes. I need to think it over. Yeah, it might be better this way. It won't be for that long. I'll go back to them eventually. For now, I need to be by myself. Well, that isn't a good sign now, is it? A few days later. Well, I think this is a good stopping point for now. You know? Well then. So we actually get to see read Zarita's dialogue itself. We get a little bit more lore. Alright. So, how much time is left in the mod after that point? You know, like, after a few days later time card. You could probably finish it next stream. Alright. Well, that sounds like a plan then. So, if you've enjoyed this stream, then I usually stream on Tuesdays and Fridays at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So take that time, translate it to your time zone, and mark it on your calendar if you enjoyed this stream. 2/3 of the way there. Alrighty then. Yep, so as Ardriff said in the chat, next Tuesday, I will probably be finishing up. Forlorn Heart, and then this Friday, I'll be playing some more Pages of Life. And then I think next Friday I'll do something for Halloween if I have time. If I stream then. I don't know, depends on my plans. So, alrighty then. I hope to see you then. And also, again, hope to see you, Ardriff, in the chat as well. It's always nice having you here in the chat, you know. Provide, like, info and trivia that isn't useless, by the way. So, alrighty then. And again, I hope to see you then. Bye-bye.